So was the allegedly final and last Jackass movie actually worth it? We didn't need it, but it closed the chapter, it ended things, so fine. Let's have a proper intro.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
So I grew up in the exact generation that remembers Jackass, and before that, CKY. And that brings me to my first criticism, is that they couldn't, well, I understand why they couldn't get the whole cast back. I mean, people like Bam Margera are in the old footage. I get with his problems and also with fallings out why they couldn't be there. But again, it's like, maybe the last one should have been the last one. And you could tell they were umming and ahhing about it. And look, it followed a lot of the classic form in terms of, I used to be in the music industry, so you don't just want fast song, fast song, fast song, or slow song, slow song, slow song. You want a variety in your set. And they would do it with gross out stuff, followed by pain, or vice versa. I mean, it's a pretty simple formula. But this one had that as well as old footage. And I guess my fears were allayed in that I thought how much old footage is there going to be, and wasn't too much. They were just trying to do a best of compilation mixed with new stuff. We're too old for this and in too much pain. I mean, I think it was day 2 that they had or maybe day 1 that they had loads of injuries. So it was very true. And for me, I openly only really enjoyed Jackass when I was with other people. And I realized sort of years later that would I have found this funny on my own? Probably not. And it is very much of its time. I don't think it's going to really get any new audience for this. I don't even think they were trying or thought they could. I just wonder if this is a closure thing for them, to be honest, like completely, not just people like money, but you know, whether this was just, we have to end this chapter of our life on our terms. And I get that, but it's a fairly simple review, this, because if you like that sort of stuff, they did everything you'd want to do, and you do get the send-offs. And I saw people staying for the credits that you wouldn't normally see, because it felt like, you know, you have to stay. If you didn't like Jackass, you're really not going to like it. And if you felt meh about it, or yeah, I enjoyed it with friends, etc., I wouldn't bother going and seeing it on your own or watching it on your own at home. There is no point. Only do it if it's a social thing with people socially. Like, that's what I would have done if I wasn't reviewing it, because it's like, it doesn't do enough for me. But yeah, they kept their vibe, they kept the naughties vibe, and it is so weird to me that all these people are aging out. But this is probably quicker, because the very nature of what they're doing, they can't carry on doing it into being, I don't know, they can't be the Rolling Stones age and still be doing Jackass. But it's key to say, if you're expecting everybody to turn up for the new footage, they don't. But if you, and this isn't a surprise thing, this isn't me spoiling things, but equally the old footage, everyone's in it at some point. Also, I mean, they've got so many people, even with the new stuff where they haven't got everyone, they've got so many people, there are people just standing around being a part of it. That's it. But all the main people that came back for the new footage that you would expect to do stuff, they do stuff. So it's not a disappointment in that way. But what did you think? Perhaps you thought this was their opus magnus. Maybe you thought this was the worst thing you saw, in which case I'm like, do you even like Jackass? Because I will save you time and money right now by telling you, do not go, do not watch. You just, it is what it is. That is Jackass. They could literally call it Jackass. It is what it is. But if you want more content from this channel, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Your support is really appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you later.
And at last, I thought it would never. Oh, this is the end. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh,